Alright, what's good boys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're on Hard Rock Cycle Park by Dr. JB. This has been on MXV Mods for a few days now, but I just looked at it, saw some pictures, and it looked quite good for jumps. It looked like a really big jump kind of track, so I thought I'd load it up, check it out, see what it's like. I believe this is a replica of a Florida track, I believe it is. Hard Rock Cycle Park. If you guys are from Florida or know of the track, then let me know if it is a replica, but I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, I've not spent any laps, just saw the pictures, and it looks like it's got some really good booters on it, so I thought I'd load up, have a look, throw some whips. I'm on a Supercross setup. It's quite a soft Supercross setup, so it should be all good, but maybe we'll get a few steezy whips in. I'm recording this on Sunday, so obviously Friday was aerial, but it got cancelled, unfortunately, due to just some NA riders that weren't very happy with the rain, so they decided to like spam and auto-click my MXB, which basically crashed the entire website. So they had to postpone San Diego until February 16th is when they're rerunning it. I think it's February 16th they're rerunning it all. A little bit frustrating, but yeah, they have been IP banned and I believe GUID banned as well. So they can't join Deddies, they can't race aerial anymore. You know, they're not allowed on the website at all, basically. Basically been like global ban from the entire bikes community, really. So shame for them, but you know, if you're just gonna do that, piss about and find out, I guess. But yeah, it's a little bit of a shame. I was feeling quite good, to be fair, on the rain. I didn't really feel that bad, to be honest. I felt like I had decent pace in qualifying. I felt like I had decent speed. I honestly think I could have been, you know, up there in it, but it's a little bit annoying. We're doing a rerun on it, so we're not messing around or anything. We're just gonna have to race it at a later date. I believe the next week is our first Triple Crown. I believe it's A2 next round. I could be completely wrong here, but I believe it is. I believe it's our first Triple Crown, so that's gonna be very interesting. I saw about half the quality results for San Diego, and I was in about 6th or 7th. So I think I would have been comfortably top 18. Obviously, you've got to be top 18 to make it through in a Triple Crown because there's no heat races. You go straight into mains. So top 18 qualified, and obviously you got the normal top 4 from LCQ that go in. So you basically need to be top 18 fastest lap time to make it straight through into the main on a Triple Crown night. So just wanted to make sure my pace was there. I was about, like I said, 6th or 7th. So definitely, like with everyone else in the mix, I reckon I was like 12th, 13th. So I reckon next week, if I'm feeling good in qualifying, if I'm feeling smooth, I'm definitely going to put some hot lapping times in this week just to get used to that 1 lap speed, because obviously that's where I suffer. I've mentioned it a few times in videos or just in general, but I definitely am not a one lap speed kind of guy. I'm a racer. I've learned how to play the game by racing, basically, so I really do suffer from 1 lap speed. But, you know, that's what practice is for. That's what the training in the week is for, so if I can just put a bit of time into hot lapping, I should hopefully be top 18. I used to do that for 250s. So obviously 250s, you got to be top 18 as well to qualify. So last year, basically that week, if when there's a Triple Crown, I'd spend the entire week pretty much just hot lapping. Obviously I do pub races still, but if I fancy just hopping on the game and there was no one else on, I'd literally just sit and do hot lapping in a testing for about an hour or 2. So basically just going to be doing it this week, just trying to get that 1 lap speed. It should be dry next week. I don't believe it's going to put it to a mudder again. I don't see why he would if it's not going to be a mudder in real life, but we'll see. I'm like 9% sure. I don't see why Stone would make it wet, but San Diego is good in the dry because obviously you can run it in the dry as well. It is fun in the dry. The lap times are a lot quicker than what it was. I think my quality time was a 57.6. I think it was in the rain, and then I've managed to get like a 54 in a pub lobby on the dry. So definitely going to be a lot quicker if I can just, you know. The track is quite hard just because it's a very easy track, but it's made for rain, so the ruts on it are really weird. Like, they bounce you around a lot because obviously it's meant to break down with E-road and feel really bumpy and choppy for the rain. So when it's dry, it's really choppy. But Stone said that he will bring out a free version that's for the dry. I don't know if that means anytime soon or if he's got to make it again, because obviously he's going to have to change up all the ruts and everything like that, but we'll see about that. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you want to be coached with someone that podiumed at the first ever MXV LAN event, then click the MXV Coach link in the description and you can book a one-on-one session with me now. Back to the video. But yeah, come back to the track. That's my little rant and talk about aerial. Maybe I'll go back to it in a minute, but we'll see. So back to the track. I've done a few laps now, and it's actually really flowy. I'm not really having to learn the track. I'm just sort of holding it wide everywhere. He said that it was developed on a 450, so I reckon he's built it around a 450. 250 will probably struggle around here a little bit, or you'll have to rail the outside corners a lot more to get a lot of speed. But these jumps are really, really nice. I might do a few third-person laps for you, Mo. Very nice, very, very nice. Retro gear. Shout out Garrett Marchbanks as well, winning his heat race and second in the main event. Absolutely flying. Not even a factory bike, and he's, you know, doing consistent podium results. Obviously podiums at San Francisco as well. So, you know, gear brings some luck, I think. But yeah, he was absolutely flying on the 250. I could definitely see him up there. Whether I don't see him doing any more podiums if it stays dry. I think he's more of a wet rider just because everyone's sort of equalised. There's no like massive lines. Everyone's just got to hit the same lines. And Marchbanks, was looking at Marchbanks, he had different lines to everyone else. He was doing some really, really different lines and being smooth and consistent. And then once Marchbanks took the lead behind or in front of RJ, you could see RJ following the same lines. Obviously, RJ's obviously on a factory bike, so he's going to be quicker. So he was basically just doing the same lines as Garrett, just took his line side, just doing them quicker. Until we binned it with about 2 corners to go, RJ that is. And yeah, basically threw away a podium. So I think he's near enough out of the title. I think he's like, I don't know, I think he's like 15, 16 something points back now or something. So he's just going to have to put his finger out if he wants to be the championship winner that he so badly wants to be. What is it? Jordan Smith keeps the red plate. I'm not sure how many points up he is, but I think he's got an okay lead. I don't think he's like got too much pressure on him. Obviously, he can still lose it. I'm not saying he's like practically won it already, but he can go into next week, I think, a bit more relaxed than this week. And 450s as well. I really, really wanted Kenny to win, but he unfortunately sort of threw it away on that little like the roller double section. And yeah, typical Suzuki, he had to sit there, put it into neutral about 3 times and sit there kicking it, and then he had to go into the mechanic area and he had to sit there and they straightened his bars out and everything. It was down to about 19th, I think, and then I think he got up to about 13th or 14th, something like that. But yeah, shame for him. Dino as well, this is Dino's last season. He managed to get 8th, I think it was. It's always nice to see Dino doing well. Been there for 15 years. I don't even know he'd been there for that long, to be honest. I thought it was about 8 or 9 years deep. I never realized it was 15. So, I mean, I know he'd been there a while, but not that long. It's a shame to see him go at the end of the season, but it wouldn't surprise me if he continues, because obviously he does YouTube, so it wouldn't surprise me if he keeps doing either like practice days or keep riding like Alex Mind did when he retired. He didn't just disappear off the map. He still goes to Club Mex, obviously, with his brother Jeremy, and still rides every now and then, does his own YouTube thing, so wouldn't surprise me if Dino goes around that way as well. But yeah, this is a free track on MXC Mods if you guys are interested. It is a copy of a Florida track, I'm 99% sure, but if you guys just want to hop on, it's actually really flowy. It's not even hard to learn. I've literally just hopped on. This is the first time I've been on the game today as well. I've been out all day. This is my first time I literally hopped on the game, downloaded the track, you know, and started running laps. And it's actually quite an easy track, but it's very, very good and flowy. So I would advise you use a 450 on it, because I'm pretty much wide over all these jumps and I landed them fine. So you can definitely tell that he's tested it on a 450. 250s will struggle a little bit, I think, getting up some of these jumps, just because some of them you have to get a really good run up for, even on a 450. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.